Hi guys, Blessed Lily here. Welcome to my channel. This reading is going to be all about love, and we're going to be taking a look at the next life-changing relationship, life-changing love that's coming your way. This is a timeless reading, keep that in mind, and it is also a general reading. So some things might resonate, some things might not. That's the way that it is. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at today's choices. Option number 1, Fountain Tarot wants to work with you today, and this gorgeous spotted heart over here. Option number 2, you guys get the Romantic Tarot and the Striped Heart over here. So see which team you are. Team Stripes, Team Spots, don't overthink it. Yeah, see which deck might be calling out to you. And yeah, if you guys do need a bit more time to make your decision, pause the video, because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you chose to be Team Spots today, let's go ahead and take a look at your current energies. And the reason why I take a look at your current energies at the beginning of the reading is for you to see that you've chosen the right pile, yeah, for you to energetically see if you're aligned with this option or not, because this is a general reading, yeah? And it might tell you some things about yourself that you need to hear this particular time as well. So this signification of you is quite important. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at who's watching, who this message is meant for. It's interesting how I had to clear my throat and I'm getting a card that has all of those swords coming for your throat. It's the energy of somebody who had a lot to say, but what you had to say, it wasn't accepted, or you had to really downplay yourself. You really had to be careful with your words in order not to agitate anybody. But the thing is, it's coming through in reverse. So this feels very good because you're no longer holding back, or you're no longer holding back as much as you did before. So it's very much like speaking your truth even when your voice shakes, or even if you feel like you can't say anything, you know, you clear your throat and you still go ahead and say things. So it's very much about coming into your authentic self. Very much about going through the universe, through your life, without fearing of saying like the wrong thing, without fearing of upsetting people, because it does feel like you guys have been doing that a lot. You know, when you say something and you're like, okay, did they understood me? Did they understand me right? Did I upset somebody? Was I too tough? And so on and so forth. This is like when we say things and we overthink things. But you're getting out of this energy. Yeah, you guys had to defend yourself, and you still have to defend yourself. Somebody who's very sensitive. I do feel like you guys are very sensitive at heart, but you had to throw in a couple of layers of armor over here to protect your boundaries, to protect your energies. A lot of you with option number 1, it feels like you're somebody who prefers solitude or company of dogs or cats or other animals. You don't tend to trust people very easily, and social, they're literally saying, like, for a lot of you, social interactions are like something that's very unpleasant. But also you are a warrior over here. It seems like life has thrown a lot of curveballs your way. And again, there's something about your voice, because literally it's almost like somebody's holding you by your neck, and you're still going forwards with your truth. You're still saying your truth. You're still living your truth. For some of you, I feel you might hear a lot that your standards are too high, that you're never going to find somebody with standards like this. Yeah, that you think that you're the queen, or you think you're the king, blah blah blah, all of this. And the truth is, a lot of people have used you in the past and have like played with your mind in order for you to believe that you don't deserve something. And here you've done something that's very, very important. Yeah, whatever it is. You each found your own way of doing it, where you're like, you know what, screw all of you. Like, I know what I'm worthy of, I know what I deserve, and I'm not going to settle for less. And it's interesting because this very energy is bringing in this person who is going to change your life. This energy is bringing this life-changing romance. But I'll take a look at what could be preventing it, because now there's this energy of resistance. Even as I'm talking, a lot of you like, yeah, whatever. A lot of you are not believing in it. Anyways, back to your signification. Yeah, look at this. Trust issues with a capital T. With a capital T. You've hurt yourself so many times before. They're telling me, like, the person who's watching this right now, you guys have literally for quite a few times, you literally went into relationships or situationships knowing that you're gonna end up being hurt, and you still went there. Because you wanted to trust people, you wanted to give them a chance, you wanted to see the good stuff in them. And for some reason you thought that you could heal them, so you literally cut yourself over and over again. Yeah, you've hurt yourself over and over again. And you're somebody right now who has major trust issues. But once more, I want to point out that you have been working on it, and it's now much better than it was before. Much better than it was before. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the shadow aspects of you and what could be preventing this life-changing love from coming in, so that you guys can get rid of it, yeah? Or that you can examine it at least. So this signification so far sounds like you. Keep watching. If not, try the other option. Because there's no need to, there's no need to put on a coat that isn't yours. It either works or it doesn't. And that's how it should be, like this, simplifying things. It's either yours or it isn't. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your shadow aspects. What could be preventing you from believing in that this love is coming in, from accepting that this love is coming in? Wow. For you, it's more about time. It's more about time, because you are going through some very profound transformation. You're leaving a lot of things behind, and it really is difficult. It really is difficult over here, because they're telling me that it's sudden, it's very emotional, it's loads of things going on at the same time. So for you, they're saying you want this love to come in. You're craving, you're literally calling out to heavens and saying, where is he? Or where is she? Why can't I find this person? Like, there's literally, your heart is like breaking apart from emotions, from loneliness, from anger, from loads of things. And they're saying that you need to understand that this is temporary. But the more you hold on to things that you know are crushing down, you know that they're breaking apart, the more you hold on to it, the longer it's going to be. So they're like, don't prolong it. So for you, it's a question of patience. For you, it's a question of giving you, not even giving you, leading you to this person, because giving you sounds very condescending, doesn't it? It's like, there you go. No, it's leading you towards this person at the right time, not when you're in this energy of maybe like in a destructive energy, or too much in the energy of not trusting, or not, you know what I mean? Like, they need, like they're saying, calmer waters. calmer waters, calmer emotions. Because right now, there's just too much shit going on that you're dealing with. And they're saying, for now, let this horseman of doom pass, of transformation, this energy of death. Because this is very intense. In the shadow deck, this is very intense. Let it pass by. Yeah. And then calmer waters appear. Yeah, they're saying for now there's no energy. And there's also something to do with your sexuality that's being blocked. It's either shame or guilt, or you're too preoccupied with other things to be able to fully unlock the potential of your sensuality and sexuality. This Ace of Wands, it also acts as a beacon. Yeah, so they're showing me like a lot of energy from this Ace of Wands that could be used to express yourself, to I don't know, do what it is that you like, now goes into defending yourself, now goes into this transformation, now goes into learning to trust yourself, the universe, and people again. And despite what, you know, the so-called spirituality wants you to believe, the I don't know, the one that's being popularized right now, you do have limited resources, okay? Because when we're told that we have unlimited resources within ourselves and so on and so forth, that leads us to burnout, that leads us to constantly being hard on ourselves, saying, well, if I have unlimited resources, why can't I achieve this, or why can't I achieve that? And here, like, the cards are coming through and saying you need to remember that you have a human body, there are limitations, there's a limited amount of energy per day, that's why half of the day you're awake, yeah, and the other half you're sleeping, or you know what I mean. Like, there's time to rest and there's time to recharge. And if you keep pushing yourself too much, if you keep giving your energy too much to different situations and places and people, you're gonna run out. So this is very much a self-preservation situation going on over here, where you're preserving yourself. Because when, think about it, they're like, you feel sexual, you feel sensual when you have energy, when you really do feel sexy, when it's effortless. How the hell do you feel sexy when you have to deal with, you know, a job that's ending, or you have to deal with having to run away from something, or you're having to deal with loads of things? It's not time to be sexy, is it? It's time to do things, it's time to deal with things, it's time to deal with your emotions. This is a resourceful energy when it's upright. When it's not upright, it's just an indication that you don't see this as a priority just yet. Just yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look and the life-changing love that's coming into your life. Who is coming into your life? Show me the energies of the person who's coming into your life with that life-changing love, life-changing romance. Eight of Wands, Two of Wands. I'm going to be working with upright cards. Okay, so it's they're telling me it's somebody that is not your type, that you don't expect, because literally it's the energy of being like, it's something so unfamiliar to you. So you might have a specific type that you go for, and you end up in the same situation, and here it's somebody different, and it's intriguing. You find them intriguing, you find them, like, you're very curious about this person. You're not judging them, you're just looking at them, you're studying them. It's a very interesting approach, because it's beautiful in the sense that it's coming from a place of curiosity rather than judgment, rather than expectations. It feels very new. It feels very new over here. Very new, very fresh, very unexpected as well. It could be over here, option number 1, that it's coming within the next 8 weeks, or it could be August, 8 weeks, August, or for some of you the maximum is like 2 months. It's very, very close, very close. But it's so weird and it's so beautiful, and it really changes the way that you think. Even right now, if you guys are watching this and you feel like the energy, like it doesn't click just yet, this is a very good sign. Because your mind is trying to put this person, will try to put this person into a certain category. A player, a nerd, whatever, yeah? Husband material or boyfriend material, a friend. But here, like, your mind is like, what the hell, where do I put this person? And this is beautiful, that it doesn't know where to put this person, because it doesn't attach anything to him or her then. It's very much an exploration, very much an exploration. So you guys could be dealing with somebody who's a Libra, somebody who's very balanced over here. The Two of Wands, somebody who knows how to handle things, somebody who knows how to handle energies. They're very balanced and emotionally available. This is good. This is good, they're telling me. Okay. You could be meeting them while moving somewhere. There's an energy of movement. Cars, trains, planes. For quite a few of you, next to a train station, on the train station, on the actual train, on the tube, yeah, on the subway. For some of you, it's when you're traveling to get your paperwork or visa or contract, some sort of contract, maybe doing jury duty, maybe going to a courthouse, a place next to a courthouse, maybe going to a place next to a police station. There's something to do with law, there's something to do with making things official. Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about this person. Might be a bank as well, because they're showing me helping you get out of a particular situation, or giving you some sort of advice that comes to your money. And this sort of person will make you feel very valued straight away. And it's interesting, they're saying you might even be dressed like very underdressed. You know, when you like made no effort whatsoever, you might be wearing your trainers, you might be like no makeup, you might have like a bun on your head. You know, like literally when you feel like you look like shit, with the Five of Pentacles, and they make you feel so good, they make you feel so valued, they make you feel so precious, and you're like, oh my god, like literally for some of you, you're gonna turn around, you'll be like, are you talking to me? And he or she's gonna be like, yeah. And it's very interesting how they make you feel comfortable within your own skin straight away. And they don't notice the way that you're dressed, they don't notice that maybe you haven't slept, or you feel bloated, or you feel whatever, you know, or you have like spots or anything. Like those imperfections that you think are very noticeable. By the way, some of you guys might have this, I think it's called dysmorphia, where you where you see yourself less attractive than you actually are, where you constantly give yourself a hard time when it comes to the way that you look, the shape of your body. And this person that you end up meeting, they find you so just right. Like, this is what I keep hearing, like, just right. Like, everything is very organic, everything is very nice, and they make you feel very comfortable within your own skin, and somehow they give you some sort of advice when it comes to your money, when it comes to your worth. But this is for some of you, yeah? This person does not like to talk about themselves too much because none of the court cards came through. They are more about how you feel, how they make you feel, how you make them feel. And I think for quite a few of you, there's going to be a big shift. If you're very much focused on the way a person looks, if you were always the person who looked at how the person looks, it was incredibly important to you. Here there's a shift. You find them attractive. You do find them attractive. But add on charisma, energy, and the way that they make you feel. This is when something different starts growing within you, where it's not attachment, where it's not lust, but it's something different. Love. And maybe you usually go for people who are quite narcissistic, who like to talk about themselves, their achievements, who like to give you their phone and be like, here, take 10 selfies of me, and I don't know if you can take a selfie of someone, but take 10 pictures of me, and here's me flexing, and here's me showing whatever. You know what I'm saying? And here, this is somebody different. And they don't like to talk about themselves. They might not even like to take pictures of themselves too much. But they're very, very good looking. And the more you get to know them, the more attractive they become, the more irresistible they become. Okay, one more card I'm going to pull out to at least try and see what this person looks like. But again, guys, this is a general reading, so they're saying it's with the death coming through. Death is usually the card of Scorpios. Scorpios are usually quite attractive to say the least. So they're giving me somebody with beautiful eyes. They're giving me somebody with a specific style that's their own. They might scare you a little bit. This is interesting. They're saying that they might scare you a little bit, not with the way that they look, but how real it all feels. They might scare you because they will touch parts of your soul that you were trying to keep hidden. It's almost like they see through you. And they're okay with all of your flaws in that. But it's very important for you to understand that they kind of expect people to do the same for them. So with this particular person, they will not stay with somebody who will tell them about their flaws or shame them about something, because they just have a lot of self-respect for themselves. They might be wearing black on the day that you meet. There's something about wearing black, maybe a black t-shirt, maybe a black, black trousers, something black. Maybe black and white over here, black and gray is coming through. You or them, this is like an indication. Okay, let's take a look at how this person will affect your life. Since it's life-changing, let's take a look at how your life will change with this person coming into it. triggers a lot of things within you. Look at this, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Okay. Makes you happy. Makes you happy. Makes you feel very carefree. It's either that they take care of something for you, or they help you take care of something. But there's a brand new mindset that's emerging over here. Of not taking things too seriously, of letting go of things. Because it could be that for some of you, you guys are literally, you went through the pandemic, you went through war, you went through divorce, you went through death, you went through all of it. Like you literally, in a period of time, you literally went through so many things. You might have lost somebody. Yeah, you might have gone through a depression. There's loads and loads of things that you've lived in, a lot of negative emotions, which were all valid because of the things that had to happen to you. You had to fight for a lot of things. You had to be defensive over a lot of things. And this has everything to do with the emotions that we were dealing with when we were taking a look at you, yeah, at your significator. And here it very much feels like this person is going to help you get rid of a lot of burdens, emotional and mental, emotional, and for some of you, material. I mean, look at her skipping and just taking those leaps of forwards. It feels very good. You laugh a lot with this person. Like the darkness is gone, the clouds are gone. This person feels like somebody who might encourage you to try out different things. And for you, encouragement is incredibly important. You need to be free in what you do, but you do need a lot of encouragement because you haven't gotten it for a long time. So it's very interesting how you still keep your free spirit with the energy of the Fool, but now you're getting encouragement and nourishment from the person that truly loves you, whom you love back, and it feels very much like you start exploring the world all over again. Without any expectations. For some of you, you might even visit the same places that you went to before, but you might see it through very different eyes. Because here it gives me the energy of a very different outlook on life. A lot of things you become interested in, and you try them. Doesn't mean you stick with them, but you try them. You move forwards. Look at this with the Chariot. They help you overcome things. Sometimes, and they're telling me, sometimes what we need is somebody to believe in us. And it very much feels like this person, that life-changing person, that life-changing love, they believe in you. And that gives you so much power. So much power to move forward, so much power to try out different things. And again, this energy of black and white. I think it's going to mean different things for different people, but there's something about black and white, that's coming through. They help you see maybe more things more positively rather than negatively. Yeah? They bring more light into your life. Also, I see you're going to be moving. Most probably for a lot of you, you're moving. You're taking that leap of faith. They're like, what do you think about moving there? And you're like, baby, my pack's already bagged. My pack's already bagged. My bag's already packed. There you go. You might be mixing and matching things. My pack's already bagged. Oh, see. It's things like this. It's like you guys are going to not feel silly for like making mistakes or things like this. You're gonna be, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of laughter, but it does feel like you are going to be moving to a different location. They will show you a way that you didn't know was there before. And look at this. You go into your transformation. They might actually come through towards the end of your transformation. This is what they're saying. They might come through towards the end of your transformation. And for quite a few of you, this is very soon. Very soon. I mean, literally, for some of you, I feel it's so close. I can hear the horses. I can hear the hoofs. So it could be within, I'm going to blow your mind, guys, over here. If you allow it, it could be within a week. Yeah? And they come towards the end of this transformation, and it feels like they help you. They help you with that last step, with that last leap of faith. Yeah, look at this. They will help you see the direction in which to go with that Six of Swords. And it very much feels like they're coming in to take you away. It's like you've been waiting and you lost all hope, yeah? You lost all hope over here. You've been waiting, you've been looking out into the sea, and you know what they're showing me? They're showing me a person who's waiting like next to maybe a dockyard, and they're like boats coming in, and they're taking away other people, and they're taking away other people, and they're taking away other people, and like there's no boat that comes for you. So for a lot of you, it very much felt like there was no boat that's coming in for you. But you guys, you don't get a boat, you get a yacht, yeah? You get something that was definitely worth waiting for. Because you worked on yourself. And so did this person that doesn't want to talk about themselves too much. They just want you to know that, you know, you're gonna be alright. Because right now they see that you're hurting a lot. And your boat, your yacht comes in over here. And it very much feels like the transformation ends with you leaving wherever you are. Because this person comes in to take you away. This person shows you the way. This person invites you. And none of this feels forced. None of this feels forced. This feels so organic. This feels so good. And you're feeling safe again. That's the thing. Because over here, there's like this man's hand, this strong man's hand that takes a lot of those swords away. You no longer have to hurt yourself. You no longer end up in places, situations where you know this is not the best place for you. And they take you away over here. Okay. Let's take a look at what sort of relationship you will have. Couple of cards to take a look at the sort of relationship that you will have. Six of Coins. Look at this. Six of Pentacles is very much about give and receive. It's a life filled with presence. It's a life filled with support. Financial stability is coming through very importantly over here. Financially stable. Being able to do something that you want out of curiosity, from They're showing me a lot of inspiration rather than out of luck. The fountain, oh my god. There's a very big rebirth that's coming through for you, lovely. Option number 1. A rebirth of the way that you allow things to happen in your universe. There's an energy of expansion. This feels to me very much like just before you expand, just before like there's this big bang that creates a new universe. It feels very new, where you can just be, where you can just observe things, where you are enough. This is very important. They keep saying you are enough. And there's also the energy of endlessness to it, with the infinity sign, yeah? An energy where you're being with one another is all you need for happiness. Like just being there with one another, your energies match together so well. It's a gift from the universe, guys, honestly. It's a gift from the universe to find a place, find a person like this, to find a place like this, to find a state of mind like this. It really is a gift. You feel it and you will be very grateful. Because for a lot of you, you will see those boats that came in and took your friends or families or enemies or whatever. A lot of them, they sink. A lot of them, they end up being separated. But for you, it's a very different story. It's a very different story, because it does look like with this person, you're going to be staying for life. Doesn't mean it's all going to be perfect. But this is your person, for sure. Opening up emotionally. Opening up emotionally. So there's literally the energy of maybe having a garden or something, tending to the garden. I don't know why this gives me like this Gordon Ramsay vibes over here, like a chef. Being one as a team. Being one as a team. So abandoning the energy of having to not be comfortable with your own emotions. Like here you're becoming more emotional. More open to your emotions, more confident within yourself as well. There's this energy of sexuality that comes through over here. Three of Pentacles, you're working together. You're working as a team. This person melts your heart. This person melts your heart. And gives you a lot of stability. Stability, security is coming through very importantly over here, especially for those of you who had issues with lack mentality, with scarcity thinking. Like they just want me to say over and over again. So for you, a lot of you, for you, love language is very much about gifts, very much about financial security, stability, being able to provide a home for you, your child, your inner child, without expecting anything in return. If you do want children, you do have children over here. But they're saying like finally the Queen of Swords has melted. Who do you become instead of Queen of Swords? King of Wands, oh gosh. Your leadership qualities awaken. Look at this. Inspiration comes through. It's like you guys try out all of the things you wanted to try. Writing, directing, yeah. For some of you it's gardening. For some of you it's cooking. It's loads of things. And the sexuality, sensuality, the chemistry over here is very good. Here you finally have your life source. For a lot of you, your life source is in connecting to your lower chakras, allowing yourself to have pleasures of life. For a lot of you, you felt like you have no right to have pleasures, to experience fully the pleasures fully, because you had to work, you had to provide, you had to be productive, and so on and so forth. For some of you, there might have been even an issue of guilt associated with it. And here it's very different. Here you are shining, you're radiating, because you're being supported and encouraged and loved endlessly. Okay, lovely. Option number 1. This is where I'm going to end your reading. Claim its magic down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of the other upcoming content. If you guys are interested, do take a look at my Patreon page. Over 80 exclusive videos to help you rediscover your beautiful selves. Additional discounts on personal readings and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. Alright, my lovelies. Take care now. Bye. Option number 2, Team Stripes. And welcome to your reading, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be taking a look at your energies first. And I was saying to option number 1, I was explaining why it's important. It's so that you guys know that this is your reading, that you can see which energies are currently surrounding you, your love life. And from there, we'll take a look at whether there's any blocks that are preventing from this life-changing love coming in. And then we will take a look at who's coming, how they will change your life. Let's take a look at you first. Beautiful laugh. Somebody who's very good looking, but I think you guys don't know it. They're telling me a lot of you have this beauty that is, it's almost like art. It's almost like you are an art piece. Very generous as well. A kind-hearted soul. You don't notice how you affect people. How your smile, your kind word, you have a lot of effect on people, but you don't realize it. For some of you, you devalue yourself, you devalue your talents, even though you're very talented here with the 6 of Pentacles. You don't like asking for help, but you're always like one of the first people to give out help, especially to those people who matter to you. You can be quite shy sometimes when people want to take your picture, or when people give you compliments, or when people even say nice things about you, you tend to kind of brush it off. But deep down, you really need it. But at the same time, you don't want to admit to needing it, but you need it, because you guys are very, especially for those of you over here, if you're very artistic, you need a lot of feedback. But there's almost this like an imposter syndrome that's coming through over here, where you keep pushing yourself to be better and better and better, and so on and so forth, without realizing that you're already very good. And you could be somebody who talks about a better version of themselves, but there's just this energy where they're saying, by saying a better version of yourself, you're kind of implying that right now that you're not good enough, and they're saying that you are. It's saying if you admit to yourself that you're good enough, it's not going to make you stop progressing. It's just going to give you the acknowledgement that you need. But you're very beautiful, and it's a shame that a lot of you don't see it. A lot of people want to be like you. A lot of people want to look like you. A lot of people wish they had your success, even if you don't think that you're successful. People see very, very differently. You might be somebody who either works for themselves or who's quite good with money. You could be quite good with money. Because there's an energy channel over here that deals with money, that deals with manifesting things, but it's almost like you're blocking yourself over here. There's a limiting belief here. Let me quickly take a look. Yeah, there's a bit of a limiting belief over here. Lovely option number 2, where you feel that people won't like you if you succeed. You become, it's the energy of, for some reason, thinking that people will think that you're big-headed or you're arrogant or things like this. And they're saying that this is not the case. Yes, some people might fall away, but you will create a new tribe over here. And there's an energy of maybe allowing yourself to have more fun, allowing yourself to earn more money without being afraid how anybody's going to react. Show me more. Very popular. You guys are very popular. Honestly, because you're very good looking. You're somebody who can, when you want to, yeah? And this is only when you want to, when you open up energetically, you can charm the pants off of anybody. You're very charming, incredibly charismatic. But a lot of you suppress this within you. Because it's almost like you're afraid of your own power. You're afraid of like how far this can go. But there are lots of people who are interested in you. And I know that you're going to tell me, yes, there are, but none of them measure up to what I'm interested in. And fair enough, because obviously I'm going to be taking a look at the life-changing love over here, life-changing relationship. But it's like you're denying yourself this. Like, there's so much potential within you. There's so much love within you. There's so much talent within you, but you're not letting it shine through. You could be somebody who speaks 2 or even more languages. You could be somebody who's very good at teaching. You look good in a dress and out of it. You look good in a suit and out of it. Even if you might not have this so-called perfect body, this Instagram airbrushed bullshit that we're being fed day in and day out. You have so much more to offer than you realize. You're hiding your Empress underneath this Queen of Swords. They're saying that it's time for you to embrace those Empress energies. Rather than the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's emotionally unavailable. It's almost like you consciously turn yourself off. You turn off this receptivity, you turn off prosperity thinking, you turn off even the idea that something can grow without you putting in the effort kind of makes it difficult for you. So you're like, I need to work on things, I need to be like focused, I need to do this, I need to do that. Some of you might be focusing a lot on your studies right now, studying something, creating some sort of strategy, and you might be again somebody who wants to do it alone. But in reality, you're an empress. But you suppress. There's a lot of energy that goes into suppressing the Empress energy with the Queen of Swords. This is your shield. This is how you shield yourself. But again, I want to say this like 10 more times so you guys understand you are very, very attractive. Very good looking. And the potential within you is just waiting to be released. One more card is your signification. If that sounds like you, keep watching. If that doesn't sound like you, try option number 1. Look at this, they're even showing me being stuck over here. Feeling like you're stuck, feeling you could be right now in a state where you can't move forward with something. You can't move forward with something, you can't go backwards, you're stuck and you're like, oh my god, the universe, I need a sign or maybe 10 to let me know where I need to go. And you are like a Houdini, yeah? You, with your mind, you get out of situations that a lot of other people would start panicking and screaming, but you get out of those situations, you find a way out. Your mind is incredible. Incredible. You find a way out, you find solutions, and yes, you freak out, yes, you have a cry, yes, you like do whatever you need to do, but you pick yourself up and you find a way out. And for a lot of you, you had to do this all by yourself. So you're like, yeah, Blashly, I have a lot of people around me, but there's no, like when push comes to shove, when I have difficult situations that I have to deal with, I end up being there by myself. Because they all like, poof, disappear. And you're stuck there, being stuck, and you're like, well, where the hell are all of those people that were telling me that they can't live without me just yesterday? And today they're all gone. So you pick your locks, you like get out of very difficult situations, and right now you might be stuck. Let me see what you're stuck in. Past or present, past or present. For some of you, it very much feels like you are now rethinking the way that you see yourself. That has to do with work. For some of you, you're self-employed. And now you're rethinking, you're kind of being torn between future and the past. Staying with something or going in a completely different direction. But now you might not see the energy, the way out to go into this different direction. Okay. Now then, let's go ahead and take a look at what could potentially, maybe it's even this energy, but we'll see now, what could potentially be preventing you from allowing this new life-changing love to come into your life, or love at all, or any changes at all. What could be blocking you? Anything preventing you, blocking you, delaying you? Anything that you still need to deal with? You tend to go for people, okay, so let me say this. From when you were young, you were taught that your value is in certain things. For quite a few of you, it's money, an ability to earn money. Yeah? or in being pretty, or in, you know what I'm saying? You don't see your value in apart from those things. So basically they're saying you think that if you're not rich or you're not pretty, you're like, well, then what do I have to offer? And it very much feels like you were attracting people who were reinforcing this very, very false belief, who only wanted you if you were in a good mood or if you could offer something to them. A lot of you guys literally went for people who are gold diggers. Men and female, you went for people who are gold diggers, yeah, who could only offer you a little bit of what you truly deserve. And that brought your self-esteem way down. So now you tend to settle, yeah? Without realizing it, you would settle for situations, for people that weren't giving you anything that you truly wanted. They were giving you breadcrumbs. Now they're literally showing me like breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs. So you settled for a lot of emotions, for a lot of relationships where you were given breadcrumbs. For some of you, you would go for people who were not choosing you, who were unavailable, either emotionally unavailable or married. Yeah, for some of you, you were in love with a married person for a very long time. For some of you, there's a very strong attachment to a family dynamic, a relationship dynamic that's very hurtful. It's almost like somebody's not letting you go over here. Something from the past, it feels very much like it's not letting you go. And it's some sort of knowledge. And again, they're showing me pentacle over here. What do you need to do to deal with this? To break free? Get closure. Get closure. Heal the issues of the past. Because here they're showing me a broken home. And once you get the closure, once you walk away, right, there's this energy of the tower moment where something that felt very stable, something that felt very homely in a bad way, right? Something that felt very familiar but uncomfortable comes crashing down. And you no longer believe what people are saying to you about your worth. Because you are an empress and you've been told that you're something else. You have so much strength over here. Look at this. They're saying take control. Take control, overcome things step by step. Easy does it. But it's about the state of mind. Where you are steering your chariot. Yeah? Look at this. It's this one horse. And again, this is a shadow deck. So this very much feels like working with your shadow aspects. Yeah? Working with your shadow aspects. And then you can get out of this situation. Get out of these destructive energies. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the person who's coming in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the life-changing love, life-changing relationship that's coming into your life. Some of you might be seeing a lot of 14s, 11s and 4s. And the Chariot comes through again. Oh, interesting. Some of you guys could be life path number 7 or born on the 7th or in July. Alright? There's definitely an energy of this person coming in soon. Right? Coming in so soon. This person likes to travel. This person is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And this person, their main thing, there's something about making you feel comfortable, making you feel good, making you feel very, very taken care of. Yeah? Could be Cancer, by the way. There's an energy of Cancer that coming through with the Chariot energy. Could be a meeting through work, but again, look, it's almost like you're wearing the same dress over here. Look at this. Do you see this? This card says get you to the other side. This card says get you to the other side. This love, this life-changing love, this person, they have such a beautiful spirit. I think there's somebody who talks quite loudly because I almost want to shout. This is somebody who's like a life of a party. They're fun, they're cheeky, they don't take themselves too seriously. They're somebody who's a professional at what they do, and they take pride and joy in helping people. It's their thing. And it's very interesting how I said about you guys not allowing people to help you out, not allowing people to take care of you, because you don't want to seem needy or you don't want to seem like dependent or whatever. Here, this is what gets this person out of bed. This very much feels like, and he doesn't do it for everybody. He's quite helpful, but let me say, for him to help his woman, or vice versa, yeah, it's something that he wants to do. It's something that makes him feel valuable. It's his value. Your thank you, your smile. It's like those medals that he has over here. He wants to make sure that you are laughing, that you are happy, and he is somebody, like, you know that there are people out there that just like to help. With advice, with direction, with money, with just even like getting you to the other side of the river. A gentleman. For the gentleman watching out there, a lady. I wouldn't expect her, her to carry you, but you know what I mean. But here, for a lot of you, I see somebody who's full of strength. And by the way, guys, physically, mentally, emotionally, this person, they're not like a lion, they're like a ram. Yeah? They're filled with energy, they're filled with strength. They can lift people up. Physically, emotionally. Very, like with men, it's very masculine energy. Very masculine energy. But not intimidating, not scary. It's more like being behind, being in a very safe place. And also in a fun place. They fool around a lot. They like adventure. There's something about being quite adventurous. I think it feels very much like this person is somebody who likes to explore the outdoors. They might go hiking, they might go to places where people don't usually go to. They're like rivers, streams, rivers, mountains. You could be meeting them in a mountainous area. This could literally be, for some of you, somebody who works outdoors. Somebody maybe who works with animals. Somebody who has something to do with agriculture. For some of you, it's a vet. But there's a strong connection to animals. Look at this, an emperor. This is somebody who doesn't like to be seen upset. He doesn't like to share, like there's this energy, like he doesn't want to bring anybody down when he's upset. This could be a boss, an owner, somebody who has a lot of, again, masculine energy with an emperor. Very good looking, very attractive. This is a general reading, but I'm getting somebody with, they're quite tall. Yeah, they're quite tall and they're very well built. Very well built. For men, we're talking somebody who has darker complexion. Yeah, black hair, dark brown hair, dark eyes, very strong hands. They might be working with their hands, they should be lifting things. But it's not just muscles, it's brains as well. For some of you, this is somebody who wears glasses, but they're so structured, but not boring at all, whatsoever. There are a lot of people that respect this person. Very attractive. And they tell you how attractive you are over and over again. And they're very selective and very picky. A lot of people want to be with this person. A lot of people want to be with this person. Because they have a lot of resources. They're very powerful. There's something about power, there's something about authority over here. A lot of people want to be with him or her. But they're very discerning who they spend their time with. They're very discerning when it comes to energies. So when they see you, they automatically see somebody who they know they want to be with. And they decide, this is it. That's another thing about this person coming in. That once they decide that they want to be with somebody, they're gonna make it happen. Even if for some of you this is a long distance relationship at the beginning, and for some of you it could be. They might be in a different place. You might meet outdoors, or for some of you it's through work. Through an outing at work. For the gentlemen out there watching, interested in ladies, they're giving me somebody who's very nurturing. So for when we're talking about a man, he's very masculine, very like much the embodiment of masculinity. When we're talking about women, very much the embodiment of femininity, very nurturing, very soft, very like, don't get it confused with being weak, not at all. She's very strong, she has her own mind, yeah, but she doesn't go into confrontation. There are a lot of women that go into confrontation with men and they use it as a, like it's like competition, revenge, all of this. But this is different. This is very different. This is where you each understand your own parts in the roles that you play in a relationship. And you are more of a team rather than two opposing forces that are trying to overpower one another, outsmart one another. Love is not a game over here. If you have a child, this person will love you and your child. There's an energy where they're saying before, could be that your child was kind of maybe an issue for some people, but for this person, not at all. Not at all. Your person dresses very nicely as well. There's a special attention to the way that they dress. You will marry this person. Look at this. They're like, I'm coming in to marry them. My next question would have been what sort of relationship it's going to be, a relationship dynamic. And we'll take a look at that in a second, but look at this. They're like, I'm ready for marriage. I'm not going to be messing about over here. Not at all. They're ready to marry you and they're going to be so proud of you. There's an energy of being proud of you, energy of wanting to show you off. To put you on social media if they have social media. For a lot of you, to be honest, I'm getting somebody who's mature. They don't really post on social media anymore. They have other things to do. They like... I don't see... You know what I mean? It's like... For them, social media is not that important. Maybe it's because of their age. Maybe it's because they're just done with it. Maybe it's because they don't see the point. Maybe they just post pictures of mountains and things like this. But here, the people who need to know about you, they will know. Friends, relatives, colleagues, and so on and so forth. And this is somebody who's very loyal. Very loyal. Because they're very selective again. They're saying it's nothing to do with the way that you look. It's nothing to do with what you do. It's nothing to do with the past. They come from a place of non-judgment as well. Very similar to option number 1. They're like, I just see it in her eyes. I see it in her eyes. That this is somebody who I want to be with. Forever and a day. And the wedding over here, guys, if you want to know, the wedding over here is going to be the wedding of your dreams. Like no expense spared, whatever it is that you want. And you finally, like you're feeling like this beautiful queen or this beautiful king. All eyes on you. But you don't care as long as their eyes is on you. And it's also a lot of fun. So much fun, so much celebration. This is also somebody who's going to be giving you a lot of surprises, by the way. But surprises that you're going to like, yeah? Very traditional. Divorced. For some of you guys, divorced, especially if we're talking about an older person, for sure there's a divorce over here. But the way that they do things, they don't leave enemies behind. Like they're very diplomatic. Very diplomatic. They know how to deal with people, they know how to do things, and quite traditional as well. If traditions are important for you, I'm quite traditional, very patriarchal over here coming through. In a good way, yeah? Not in suppression, oppression, none of that bullshit. In a good way. Ready to take on the responsibility and start afresh. They're saying that it's all over. Like what was in the past is in the past. But at the same time, they also don't want to be judged on the things that they did in the past. Like I've made mistakes, yes, we all have. But he doesn't like being judged. I mean, none of us like being judged. But for him, it's very important that he mentions it. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at, you want to know when, right? You guys want to know when. Let's take a look when. When could this be coming into your life? This life-changing love, life-changing relationship. For some of you, it's within the next 4 months. For some of you, you first need to put something to rest. Some of you might be dealing with this King of Swords right now. Again, emotionally unavailable person. This Because here in this card, it talks about starting from the beginning, starting from afresh, putting something to rest, saying goodbye to it, mourning it. So for some of you, it's within the next 13 months, just over a year. For others of you, it's 4 months. It's important not to rush these things, especially the grieving process, letting go of somebody. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the relationship dynamic between the two of you. Okay. The judgment comes through, it usually is an indication of taking a next level, taking things to the next step, taking things to the next level. There's an energy of, it's either this person, for some of you guys, this person makes you either famous or well known. Yeah? There's something about a person who invests in you, invests in your beauty, invests in your, I don't know, channel, in your business. Somebody who lifts you up, who lifts you up. For some of you, you could be singers and this person makes it happen for you. Because look at all of those people cheering. There's an energy maybe that you guys, you want to be, I don't know, a model, a singer, a composer, an actor, an actress, a poet. Somebody who works on the radio. This person comes in to help you make it happen. And if we're talking purely about your relationship, this is very much about lifting one another up, and this is a soul connection. There's no other way to put it. A soul connection. It feels like your ancestors are kind of behind this. I don't know. For some of you, it could be that you're introduced by your parents or your relatives. But it very much feels like your ancestors that are no longer here, they kind of led you towards this person. The universe itself was orchestrating loads and loads of things for this to happen. Because this feels like your soul call. This feels like a very harmonious union over here. A very harmonious relationship. Something about a voice, his voice, your voice, that is captivating. You whisper to one another. There's a very big intimacy that's coming through over here. This person spoils you. Spoils you like you should have been spoiled for a very long time. If you believe in soulmates, this does come through as a soulmate. This is also an indication of the energy where you feel very comfortable. It's a friendly energy. So not only is this person the love of your life, but he's also your friend. He or she. You spend a lot of time together with friends, with other couples. You go out, you celebrate, you always have each other's back. Even if sometimes you might be talking when you might be talking something that you might be saying that something he might disagree with, he's still gonna have your back. And vice versa. It's that that level of respect, that even if you might be wrong, he's still gonna have your back. He's not gonna be there like in front of people telling you that this is wrong or you're being silly or this or that. It's the energy where you feel very comfortable with this person. You can relax, you can chill, you can get drunk together, you can order pizza in together, you can go to a nice posh hotel together. It's very versatile, very different. And you have the resources to do all sorts of things. To travel to different places, to go to different countries. You enjoy each other's company. You're never bored with one another. And again, they're showing me this energy of theater. They're showing me this energy of performing arts. Communication over here is very important. A deeper connection. Interesting. For some of you, they're showing me meditating together, doing some sort of practices together. Could be connected to magic. It could be connected to spirituality. For some of you, you're going to be marrying somebody who has a PhD. A reading from the book of the past. Okay, why will you be reading from the book of the past? To shed some light on it. Interesting, if you guys are interested in psychology, it does very much look like your partner, and I want to say this future spouse of yours, is going to be interested in psychology as well. Subconscious mind, intuition, how things work, maybe astrology, space. And it does very much look like you are going to be working through things together over here with the energy of the sun. But again, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Going on holidays together, celebrating life together. He could be Leo, or you could be Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Very jealous. An energy of jealousy. Emperor. One thing about Emperor, he does not like when people try to take what is theirs. Yeah. So he does have a bit of a possessive side. Okay. Not too much, but he does have a bit of a possessive side. Some people like it, some people don't, but it is what it is. Nobody's perfect. So there are going to be some situations over here that's going to be a bit of drama. But let's be real, guys. I mean, nobody's perfect. No relationship is a fairy tale. So there is going to be a bit of drama because somebody from the past, that's why they're saying reading from the book of the past, somebody from the past might make a reappearance over here. All right? And your emperor is like, I'm having none of this shit. Like, having none of this. And I think it's some sort of cord cutting that you guys should have done in the past, a long time ago. It happens while you're in a relationship with this person. Because somebody comes in and they see who you've become, they see what an idiot they have been. But again, I keep saying that you guys are so good looking, you don't realize how many people are around you, surrounding you. A lot of sexual, sensual energy that is making an appearance over here. The Queen of Wands. You guys, there's a lot of romance in your relationship. You go on dates and lots of things. You might have some role-playing thing going on over here. Always excited to see one another. Look at this, your self-worth. Oh my gosh. Again, the way they make you see yourself is very different. So you could be marrying a photographer or somebody who does photography or somebody who works silver screen, they're telling you. For others of you, it could be ladies that work with beauty products or who work with hair. Yeah? Hair, nails, things like this. But there's an energy of each one of you holding the mirror to one another to show them their self-worth. Not to bring each other down, but to lift each other up. Because this is what it feels like. Yeah? This is how they change your life. They show you your self-worth. They lift you up. They put in the effort. Look at this. They put in the effort. They shower you with love. They shower you with gifts. They shower you with beautiful words. Words of encouragement. Words of love. Words that allow you to grow. Look at this. An energy of forgiveness. Ooh, some of you might end up forgiving your family. Look at this. Forgiving your family so that you can form your own. So if you want a little baby, if you want a little mini you, or 2 mini yous, or maybe even 3 mini yous, that's gonna happen over here. But you forgive one another. Some of you have really nice tattoos. You forgive one another. Easy, easy. None of that holding on to the grudge until the next life and the life after this, so you have to work through it. No. You never go to bed angry. This is interesting. But the way that they change your life, there's this level of love that allows you to forgive. It's a very deep healing energy that's coming through over here. And here comes the jealousy again. Guys, they're gonna be jealous of you. There's nothing I can do about it. The cards keep saying, because you're quite flirtatious, you guys are awakening your energy of flirtatiousness within this union, and people are noticing you. And your future spouse, this person, they don't like it. They're gonna keep you to themselves. Mystery words. I guess they're showing me like role playing and stuff. Yeah, you end up doing things like role playing and everything. There's a very interesting sex life over here. I can't wait to get my other deck, guys, so I can do some more in-depth readings about intimacy and things like this, if you would be interested in them. But here it's coming through like it's a very romantic relationship. Yeah, and even with your differences, you still work together. Dealing with fear of rejection. And again, look at this, that voice, that positive influence. Maturing with one another. Beautiful. And bringing in that balance. Yin to the yang, yang to the yin. Some of you might end up in interracial relationships. Some of you could be somebody with a mixed background, or this person that we're talking about, that life-changing love, life-changing relationship, might be somebody with a mixed background as well. But that mix is beautiful. You know, give me that mix every day. Alright guys, option number 2. This is where I'm going to end your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. Claim down in the comments the magic of this reading. It helps me, it helps the channel, and most importantly, it helps the universe know that you guys are claiming this beautiful energy into your life. If you're up for a personal read, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. Alright, my darlings, take care now. Bye.